Exactly. So Gavin, thank you so much for coming.
I came from
The Afghan Women's Center of Montreal for supporting Afghan women under Taliban's power in October 2nd, 2021 took part in a march organized by the Montreal Lakeshore University Women's Club.
Grateful that you came out. We support the women of Afghanistan, and as a woman, it's very hard to understand how we make up 50% of the population, and yet things like this are continuing to happen. So we thought it was important to give a voice to the women who don't have a voice. Thank you for coming out today.
Some university and activist women, alongside some political faces of the Dollard-des-Ormeaux region of Montreal, accepted MLUWC invitation to discuss about this issue.
We are working on many files of people who want to reunify families, who have Afghani Canadians who want to reunify their families. And we prioritize this as a government. We prioritize these files.
While the participants were far from Afghanistan, where women's rights had been at risk by the Taliban, they wanted to do something.
By marching, we express our solidarity with the Afghan people, especially women, girls, and gender-diverse peoples.
Since the Taliban came to power on August 15, 2021, they started to deprive women of education and work. This was an important issue that came to participants to address.
We need to fight for women's rights to education. And women's issues are not just women's issues, but it's everybody's responsibility.
The Afghan Women's Center of Montreal has a lot of connections to the educated Afghan women whose future is unclear with the Taliban.
If you want to support Afghan women situation, need to support by the government to special to find solution. How do you take women from inside of Afghanistan?
Appreciating Canada and Quebec government's relocation programs for Afghans, the Afghan Women's Center expects more. They think there are still challenges.
We are speaking of women who are targeted by the Taliban, teachers, politicians, women who worked for the Canadian government. We have collaborated with foreign affairs, with foreign force. They are in danger, and it is our duty to save them. We demand the involvement of Canada and its allies to stand with Afghan women, girls, and minorities. We ask for more than words and promises. We ask for actions, and we believe the more people get involved, the sooner we will get results.
The Canadian political participants and faces of this march promised to follow up Afghan women's issue stronger.
Canada played a really important role for many years over there. The fact that now these women are going, their realities are going to change from one day to the next, and they're not able to speak out. So many of the rights are taken away from them. We absolutely need to continue speaking out and trying to ensure that their rights are protected and that we can save as many of them as possible.
The Afghan Women's Center of Montreal is now looking forward to organize more these types of events in collaboration with Canadian women organizations and to raise the awareness for Afghan women's rights. Mariam Azimzadeh for Afghan Women's Center of Montreal.